Good morning everyone, it's Sunday the 15th of September. Welcome to another one of Alan's angling adventures. We're on the River Adur again today, and today I'm having a carp session on the Betley bridge stretch of the river once again, in the same swim that I fished the last time when I had those free bream. Basically I'm using two carp rods with a straightforward lead clip and a hair rig. Bait wise I'm going to be putting a string of corn on one. I've got luncheon meat, and I've also got pre-drilled marine halibut pellets that I can put on the other one, and we'll see how it goes. Loose feed wise, I've got a variety of pellets here that I've put in this bucket, the right mixture of pellets. Marine halibut pellets, I've got robin reds, swim stim, various sizes. There's about 4 or 5 different pellets here that I've put in this bucket, and I've put 2 or 3 handfuls in one corner to the left and 2 or 3 handfuls on the right, in the right hand corner, and I'm going to be fishing over top that with a string of corn and either a cube of luncheon meat or a pellet on the other rod, and we'll see how we get on. Not sure how it's going to go, but I've been really pleased with the way the season started for me, especially on this stretch of the river. You know, I've had, so I had that tench, I've had several bream up here now, and this is the swim where I had those free bream from on the last session. So I decided to give this one a go because it does look good. Whether there's any carp there or not, I don't know, but I do know you've got these clumps of overhanging trees and bushes that are in the water, and every so often, virtually every time I've fished up there, I've heard a big splash from either next to them or underneath them, which probably are either carp or chub. It's certainly big fish anyway, and you can imagine that there's big fish underneath these overhanging trees. No question that, I'll put money on it. Whether I can entice them out, because that's what my ploy is. I've put the pellets up against them and just out away from them to try and entice them out from underneath there if there is anything there, and we'll see how it goes. I know over the last week the temperatures have dropped, and I know I've had a few reports from 1 or 2 anglers, and it's been a little bit more of a struggle over the last week or so to get bites, but it is starting to warm up again now. It's going to be a beautiful day today. Temperatures up to around 20, 21 I believe, so this jacket's coming off in a minute. So without any further ado, and in a minute I'll show you the swim close up. Time wise it's nearly 10 to 10, and I'm not sure what time I'm going to be here till today. It all depends how it goes, because with this sort of fishing there's possibly not going to be a lot to report on. I don't know, we'll see how it goes anyway. So it's probably going to be a question of sitting there and waiting for those rods to go, if they do. So I will pop up and see Andrew a bit later, see how he's getting on. He's fishing, now he's fishing up there. There's a fence up there and a gate. He's fishing up there, and that's the boundary. That's as far as you can fish for Henfield. So that's it then. We're all ready to start fishing. I'm all set up. I'm going to have a cup of tea in a minute as well, because I'm gagging for one. As I say, it's 10 to 10, and we'll get down there and see how we get on today. I'll see you in a minute when I'm fishing. Right, I have to be a little bit quiet with this sort of fishing. I'm going to be sitting back a bit from the edge itself, but I'll show you the swim again. It really is a lovely looking swim. As you see, some fish top in there, some little fish. Now I have fed over there, in that area there, I've fed with pellets, 3 or 4 handfuls of pellets in that corner, and then also in that corner there, same procedure, 3 or 4 handfuls of pellets in that corner, to try and see if there's anything that's in them, under them bushes, whether it can entice them out to feed. And we'll see how we get on. As I say, we had those 3 bream all from this left hand side last time, and there was, throughout the session, there were signs of fish feeding. I've got to tell you that the tide today, it's high tide around midday. We may have to move back a bit, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Hopefully it won't be, but yeah, that's what we've got, and let's see how we get on today. Right, that's what I've got on one rod, just a string of corn, about 6 or 7 grains of corn on a hair, like that. I've got this one out now, so I'm actually fishing. Now I've just got the line set, the drag set. It's very important, this is, that they can't take too much line, just enough, just a little, you know, just set so they can take it a bit but not steam off. Right, let's get the other one out there. I think we'll stick a cube of luncheon meat on the other one to start off with. Just been up and had a chat with Andrew before I start fishing. Nothing to report at the moment up there. As I say, we could be sitting here for a long time without anything happening, but you know, that's the nature of this sort of fishing. I say, what's interesting, this meat that I'm using caught me £100 of carp on passage, which is a completely different kettle of fish to this, I know, but be interesting to see what it's like here. Certainly is a beautiful day, beautiful morning. I mean, if we don't catch anything, you know, it's nice and pleasant. Push the luncheon meat onto the hair. Let's use one of these. These are corn stops. These are good. These are. Although this meat is very tough, so it should stay on all right. There we go, like that. Right, let's get this one out. So we've got the one with the corn on to the left, and this one will go to the right. Again, I've got to make sure that I've got that drag set. Just so it can take it a bit, but not steam off. Because if I get one, it's almost certainly going to try and take me underneath these bushes here. Right, 25 past 10, and we're now fishing. There's not a lot more I can do now. If I do get a run of any sort, I'll try and film it, but I think my main concern is to get it in. So if I find I can't, then you know, I'll show you whatever I catch if I catch anything. once I've got it in, but we'll see how it goes. I've been really looking forward to this. So I've only had one, as you know, if you watch my videos. I've probably had 10 attempts at it and had just the one. It's a terrific feeling, I'll tell you, if you do get one. I've got me net here. I'll put that to my left. And also make sure that the line isn't caught around the rod stands. I've done that before, you know, get a bite or something, lift the rod up and the line's caught around the rod stands. That's important as well. See, what I'm thinking, I've put these handfuls of pellets out there, but I haven't put no corn out there as a loose feed, because what I'm thinking is that if I've just got corn on the hook, the corn, the bright yellow corn, will stand out amongst the pellets, and I'm hoping that will attract any carp that are in the area. That's the process. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Well, I've been fishing for about 45 minutes, 50 minutes maybe. Not a sign of anything yet at all. No taps, nothing yet. As I say, just a light breeze has picked up now, but still very good conditions. Of course, we have had some rain, haven't we? Since I was here last, a nice drop of rain as well, quite a bit, which brought the river up, but now it's dropped down again now. I like the colour of the water again. Looks good. I'm just looking out for signs of any fish feeding out there. As I say, I saw a few bubbles in front of me earlier, but that's been it up to now. Of course, with this sort of fishing, as you know, as I said before, you can be sitting here for hours, nothing happens, and then all of a sudden, when you're not expecting it, you know, that rod can take off. As I say, you've got to be pretty quick as well with these bushes to the left and right of me, because if it's a carp, you can bet your bottom dollar they'll probably go straight for them, or if it's a big chub or anything like that. Yeah, the tide's definitely on its way up now. You can see it flowing now from left to right. There's a couple of leaves and a bit of debris on the water over there. You can see it going upstream. Nothing to report yet. All quiet on the western front. The first signs of a fight on this near rod definitely was like that. Whether it would develop into anything, I don't know. That's the first bite I've had of any sort. quite warm again now. Sun's got to work, don't take long, does it? I wonder what that smell was. Farmer on the other side of the bank, just along a bit, decided to light a bonfire. And the wind's blowing the smoke right up here. Well, I actually quite like the smell of a bonfire. It is quite strong, it's all in your clothes, isn't it? Nothing else has happened since those. Certainly was definitely a bite, a bit of interest. Nothing, it hasn't developed into anything. A couple of fish have jumped out around in front of me. No real size, but a bit bigger than the normal fare, you know. Tide's definitely coming up now. Jesus Christ, I tell you, I can't see for smoke here now. Oh, blimey. It'd been marvellous, innit, eh? He would have to choose to do it here, wouldn't he? And so the wind's right in that direction where it's blowing it up this way. Still nothing to report yet. Another 6 minutes and I will bring the rods in and rebait up again, and that's how I go about it, you know, about every 45 minutes. Not sure what time I'm here till today. I would imagine, of course it all depends how it goes, but I would imagine probably till around 5 o'clock. We've got bags of time. Well, it's just gone 20 past 12 now, nothing to report at the moment. Getting smoked out here with this fire is a real nuisance. My son's just turned up with his wife and two of their children, which is nice to see him. And Gary, he's when he fishes, but he normally fishes still waters, and I think he's sort of toying with the idea of giving the river a go. But I was saying to him, it's a completely different ball game to fishing the lakes. You know, as you know, some lakes you get fish after fish. But with this fishing this river, or river fishing for carp, as you know, it's a whole different ball game. But nothing to report yet. As I say, it's just gone 20 past 12. Just a couple of taps on this left-hand rod about an hour ago, but that was it. No signs of any fish feeding yet, unlike the last time I was up here when there was loads of bubbles and signs of fish feeding. So nothing yet on that front.
Might be the cold nights.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Gaz. That's what I said to Andrew, because he fishes up here. Blimey, he comes up here like every 2 or 3 days fishing.
We've had cold.
Yeah.
It's been coming down from the north.
Yeah, and Tony, another angler. Alright. Oh, was that you, Evie? Ah, I thought it was a tap. Never mind. Yeah, a couple of anglers have fished up here recently and at the fork, and they've both said they've hardly had any bites, and that, you know, that's on the feeder. And I think that's down to the fact that these temperatures have dropped.
Always has an effect.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I think the fish seem to like settled conditions, even if it's cold. If it's cold for a week or two, they get used to that. They don't like the sudden change in temperatures, and although it's warm now, very pleasant now, the temperatures certainly dropped during the night and first thing this morning. Nothing to report at the moment, so I'll get back to you and update you a little bit
Well,
later.
just had a bit of dinner.
Nothing to report at all. 1:05. I think it's time for a nice cup of tea. Yeah, it's very quiet. So just one bite I had this morning, and it was, you know, it was just like that. That was it. Nothing else. Still plenty of time, but doesn't look like there's anything about there at the moment. Yeah, nice to see the sun up there. Having a look round. I say he's thinking of joining Henfield, but as I say, it is, as you know, it's a lot different to fishing still waters. It was a pleasant day, so it's a bit of a breeze now, picked up a little bit more, but it's nothing much at all. I'm not sure when I'm at again. It won't be next week, because I'm busy next week, but it may well be the week after, but it won't be on this stretch. It'll be somewhere different on the river. As we start to approach what is my favourite time of the year for fishing, really, October. I do like fishing in the autumn. So we've got just under 4 hours left of the session. Still hopeful that we can twinkle something. I'm certainly not seeing signs of fish feeding like I was last time I fished here. In fact, it's been pretty quiet. Yeah, not next week, but the week after be my next session, probably, weather permitting. I know we're supposed to be in for a settled spell of weather now, but I won't be able to fish next week, I'm busy. So I'm hoping I can get out the week after. I say, the one and only time I have had a river carp, I had 2 bites that day. One was a bream, one was a carp, and I was lucky enough to take both of them. So with this sort of fishing, you know, you might just get just 1, 2 bites throughout the session, and you just got to take them if you get the chance. It sounds like the farmer's finished his chores. I think that bonfire's finished now, thank goodness. Blimey, right, it did create some smoke. As I say, it was the direction of the wind was blowing it right in my face, right up here, upstream. Very quiet here, but that's the nature of this fishing. Just want one chance, one opportunity. I haven't had it yet. Exactly 1:30 now. There he goes. Young nipper in his tractor. I always thought farming was an interesting job. I watched quite a few farming programs on YouTube, farming videos. I'm quite into watching, I'm interested in watching farming from years ago more than modern farming. I find them very interesting, seeing how they used to farm years ago. Alright, what was that there? Down there? Something just now. It's down there. Some bubbles down there, like something had come up and then went back down again. So a surge of bubbles came up. Yeah, as I say, I'm quite interested in watching old farming videos. Years ago we used to have a farming programme on, I think it was ITV and BBC, back in the 60s and 70s. Used to have Farm Progress, Farmer's Diary. Interesting seeing how they used to farm years ago with all the different types of tractors and whatnot, you know, that they had then, and other tools. The way they used to plough the fields and that. Well, nearly 2:30. Nothing to report at all. Absolute zilch at the moment. So I'm going to have another cuppa. Andrew's just been down. He's had one small jackpike. So at least he hasn't blanked. I think he had a bigger one on, or saw a bigger one of about £8. But apart from that, nothing happening. Certainly nothing happening here. No signs of any fish feeding. Very different to last time, blimey, when they were really turned on. You know, the bites were really switched on. And it just shows you, doesn't it, how it differs from one session to another. I know I could still get something. As I say, it's bang on 2:30 now. Another 2.5 hours, because I will pack up about 5 o'clock, I think. But nothing to report at all. I haven't seen any signs of fish feeding or anything. Got them both right tight up against, well, pretty tight, as tight as I possibly can, really, against the bushes, to the left and to the right. So I had one bite on this left hand rod this morning, which was a couple of light taps like that, and the other one I did have a sort of like that, but it was about an hour ago. It was nothing at all really, but it was a fish of some sort, but it didn't materialise into anything. So I haven't heard no fish jumping or anything today. It's been very pleasant up here, very pleasant. Well, it's 25 to 4 now, and I've got nothing to report whatsoever. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Nothing's happening. I'm not having any bites. It really is as dead as a dodo. Not even any sign of, although I'm fishing for carp, no signs of any bream either, you know, which I thought, you know, there might be today, but some cloud cover come over now. It's come over very hazy, and it's just turned that little bit cooler. But no signs of any fish, no signs of any fish feeding, nothing today, I'm afraid. So I'm probably going to give it 25 to 4, I'm probably going to give it till 4:30, 4:45, and then I think I'm going to call it a day. So we've probably got about another hour, just over an hour, and to see if anything comes along. But it's not really, is not looking like that's going to happen at the moment. There's a real swirl out there today. I mean, those bubbles that you can see on the surface there, I don't know if you can see them, but the camera's picking up, but that's not fish, that's where those canoes, a couple of canoes went through about an hour and a half ago, a couple of hours ago, and the bubbles that they created are just swirling round and round. Small fish just top there, but in general there's been very little of that today. So I'm going to give it till around 4:30, 4:45, unless I see any indication of any little bites or fish feeding. Yeah, I mean, I was under no illusions. I knew, you know, having a carp session, that not a lot was probably going to happen. But I thought I might have had a few more bites or some taps from smaller fish or something, you know, but or some line bites. And I say that cloud cover's come right over now. It's high cloud, turned very hazy. I don't give any rain, I don't think, but it does look a bit threatening over in the west, in front of me. And you see, I've been looking like that all day really, just sitting there. Well, it's 4:45 now, and virtually packed up. Unfortunately today it's ended up a blank, which is no shame really when it's a carp, you know, when you're after a river carp. That's always likely to be on the cards, isn't it? It really has been a right struggle, you know, not even any signs of bream or, you know, tench, anything, or even much small stuff either. I don't know how I would have got on today if I'd float fish with maggots. No idea, but it's no point thinking like that really, because that wasn't what I come up here for today. It was carp. I gave it my best shot, but unfortunately I haven't been able to get one. But never mind, I've enjoyed it up here, that I have. Andrew's gone, he went about half an hour ago. He ended up with just that one jack pike. He never had nothing else. So it's been, you know, a bit of a struggle throughout this stretch really. It's been a bit, as I say, it's been like it since we had that rain about a week ago, and those temperatures have dropped back this week, although they've picked up a bit now. Those colder evenings, colder nights and early morning seem to have affected it, and of course I think we've got quite a big high pressure over the top of us at the moment, which isn't helping. So all in all, a recipe for a bit of a struggle really. Well, that's my excuse anyway. But anyway, on to the next session, which won't be next week, it'll be the week after, and I'm not sure yet, but it may well be a perch session after a river perch. some decent perch, see if we can, because I've never done that yet. I've got 1 or 2 spots in mind where I think I'm going to have a go, but we'll see what the weather's like, and that'll be not next week but possibly the week after. So I look forward to that. So, well, thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry I haven't been able to catch anything today, but as I say, I've done pretty well this season so far. Well pleased with what I have caught. So I am due a blank, and that blank has happened today. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Enjoy your own angling, definitely do that. Thank you so much for subscribing and pressing the like button. And as I speak, it is now starting to rain. But they didn't forecast rain today, I don't think so, and I ain't got no waterproofs with me, so damn. Anyway, thank you so much for subscribing to my fishing channel. Enjoy your own angling, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.